So next question is question number 8. Question number 8 is how will you conserve the linear momentum and velocity of center of mass of a system. So how we will conserve the linear momentum and the velocity of center of mass of a system? So first of all, we will again consider a system of n particle. Consider a system of n particles having masses of m1, m2, m3 up to so on. So masses are up to mn, and having linear velocity of v1, v2. These are velocity v1, v2, v3, and the n particle have velocity of vn. So we know that the force act on the system is total external force. So we already know that in last article that total force acting on the body is your only external force. Internal forces will cancel, only external force is applied to the system. So in order to conserve the velocity, first of all we will conserve this velocity. How will we conserve this? We know that the value of this ma is equals to the value of external force. If the value of this external force becomes 0, if the value of F external will become 0, then what will happen? This ma is equals to 0. This acceleration can be written as velocity upon time. So or you can write this as this velocity is equals to 0 into time divided by mass, or you can write it as this will become, the velocity will become constant term. So this velocity is a constant vector. So we can conserve this velocity. So next we have to conserve the linear momentum. So how we will conserve the linear momentum? So we know that the total linear momentum of the system here is equals to P is equals to first particle have linear momentum of m1 v1, second particle have m2 v2 plus up to so on, last particle have mn vn. So we also know that according to Newton's second law of motion, we know according to Newton's second law of motion, so the value of this F external is equals to dp upon dt, that is change in momentum upon time. So the value of change in momentum is your this question, mark this as question number 1. So put question number 1 in the question number 2. What will obtain? We will obtain the value of external force is equals to d upon dt. The value of p is your m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus up to so on mn vn. So this is the value of this momentum. So if we consider the external force act on the body to be 0, if we consider this F external is equals to 0, if F external is 0, then what will the value? We will obtain the value of this d upon dt of this m1 v1 plus m2 v2 plus m3 v3 up to so on mn vn is equals to 0, because the value of this external force is 0. So this d upon dt will become 0 on other side, and you will obtain this d upon dt of this m1 plus m2, p1 plus p2 plus p3. These are the momentum terms. So dp1 plus p2 plus p3 plus up to so on pn is equals to 0, or we will obtain this d upon dt will become 0 on the other side. So p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus up to so on pn is equals to 0. or we will say the value of this momentum, that is P total, will become constant vector if the value of the external force is 0. So we can also derive from this expression, that is by Newton's. Here we can also derive this expression from here. So we know that this can be written as this is your mv upon t is equals to 0. So mv upon t is equals to 0. You can also write mv is equals to t will multiply on this other side, we will obtain mv is equals to 0. Or you can write this momentum to be conserved if the value of this external force is 0. You can also derive by this method, and you can also derive by this long method also. So the total momentum of the system remains conserved.